Good afternoon, my friends and clients. This is Hilgard here again. It's Thursday afternoon, the day before Easter, and looking forward to a great Easter weekend. So what do we have here? Is this the V-shaped economy or V-shaped market recovery we've been talking about and thinking about, or what people has been talking a lot about? The last 5 days, the stock market is up 11.31%. But yet, over the last 1 month, the stock market is really flat, about 0.12% change. So we're seeing some strong recovery this week so far due to some good news. And I think the markets are looking at the rate of new cases coming along, not necessarily focusing on the amount of deaths that we're experiencing in the United States. Also, the markets responded positively when Bernie Sanders dropped out of the political race because the market is capitalistic, and I'm kind of relieved that a socialist is not going to run the country. So Joe Biden and President Trump's going to duke it out here towards the end of the year, but we'll see how that evolves for us as well. So what's the difference between the economy and the stock market? Well, it's kind of like me and my dog TJ that goes for a walk. When I take TJ out in the afternoons, probably like you, I have a little bit more extra time on my hands. We go for a walk, and if you look at me, I'm kind of walking in a straight line, and that straight line represents, and my walking stride represents the economy. But TJ on the other side, he is a nut. The dog is running all over the place, chasing squirrels and chasing anything and everything. He runs around trees, and I got to constantly maneuver the leash to get him back on track. He's kind of like the stock market. The stock market and I am walking in the same way. The economy and the stock market go in the same direction, but the stock market are full of trying to anticipate what the next moment's going to be, or what really is going to happen in the next 6 to 9 months. The reason you see the stock market so volatile is because it's so darn difficult right now to be able to figure out really what's going to happen in the next 6 to 9 months. There's an indicator of the volatility or the up and down movements of the stock market called the VIX index. So it has hit the ultimate highest level I've ever seen in my entire career of 23 years. On a scale from 1 to 100, it hit a number in the 80s. It is so volatile because it's so difficult. Nobody has ever experienced a health crisis like we have, which now I believe is turning into a psychological crisis. And the psychological crisis has a lot to do with what the markets are trying to do, trying to anticipate, trying to figure out the direction and what would happen. We all know what we are facing is a financial crisis or a financial recovery, depends upon how positive, negative you are about what's happening. But that's the next phase, and it's so hard to understand. So we are keeping our eyes on economical indicators. We're trying to find what this all means and looks like. In the meantime, we've done some extensive research to bring in more stabilizers in our portfolios, and also to give the reins to folks who have been successfully over a long period of time been able to manage money on a tactical basis. I'm going to talk with you a little bit more about what the difference is between strategic money management and tactical. But tactical in general has the ability to move the allocations among cash or bonds or stocks and the different kinds of stocks on a much faster and more prevalent basis than a typical strategic asset management platform that tends to buy and hold or make smaller movements. Because of this radical movements we're experiencing, tactical money managers do really well during this period of time. Then also we developed a individual stock portfolio for those folks who are heavy in cash and who wants to take advantage of some really good discounts. I would say the market's on discount, anything from minus 15% to minus 20, depending upon how quick it goes where. What are we doing going forward? I want to make sure that there's plenty of time available for us to have discussions around your risk. If your risk is changing due to this level of volatility, and normally it does for people, we will want to make sure that we are on the same side of the conversation, that we're in the same boat. So we're doing risk realignment for a lot of our folks and a lot of our clients who work together. I think now is also a really good time in brokerage account, which is accounts that grows on a taxable basis, to do what we call tax loss harvesting. We can sell at losses, capture a loss that we can offset against future capital gain as well as against some of your taxable income this year, essentially creating an income tax deduction for you. And then making sure that your future income is secure, If you're getting close to retirement, 5 to 10 years out. Very, very important conversation to have. So as we continue to work together and staying safe and healthy, I know there's a lot of people that have questions. And as we said before, please feel free to share this video with anybody you would like. You can also share our information. We'd be happy to have a discussion with folks over about 25 minutes to be able to see how we can be of help to them. But if you have any questions, and to our clients, I have received a lot of phone calls that have clarifying questions about some of the video content I'm sharing with you. But if you have any questions about tax loss harvesting, how to reduce the risk in your portfolio, tell me more about tactical money management. Tell me more about Roth conversions as we've done in future videos. I've also shared with you that this is probably a really good time to take a look at your 30-year mortgage because the interest rates are so low. Any of those reasons, feel free to give us a call and schedule a 25-minute conversation with us. Have a tremendous Easter. Take a break. Try to forget about the coronavirus and just celebrate with us. And we'll be back again with you next week. Have a great weekend.